So E3 officially has started. First one out of the gate is EA's EA Play press conference. As always, there's always going to be some weird, cringy ass shit when it comes to EA press conferences. So here's 5 kind of cool, kind of weird things from the press conference. The first thing that came to mind was Jesse Wellens. He's supposed to be like this YouTuber, content creator guy, and then he just wrecks his entire thing. Like, I don't know if he had issues with the teleprompter or like, I don't know what happened. Look for yourself.
I am here to talk about Need for Speed Payback. If you guys didn't know, Need for Speed Payback, yeah, it's a great game. But all right, all set aside, I'm a YouTube creator. Need for Speed Payback, it's coming out. I got my boy Marcus, executive producer here. He is the producer of the game. Thank you, Nick, for having me.
Hey man, thanks Jesse. Obviously we're really excited to tell him.
But at the end of the day, I do feel bad for him just because it looks like he's a nice dude and he's really trying hard. But just at the end there, he kind of like shakes his head to the camera like, man, I messed up. But I wonder if it was a technical difficulty and he had to just kind of play with it. I don't know. Jesse Wellens. Another thing was A Way Out was a really, really cool game. I think it's probably the best one. But the guy that came up and showed it, Joseph Ferris, man, that guy was hyped as hell. Like, he was so stoked. He was probably the best part of that presentation, I would say. And also that game was really, really awesome. Just the way it's mandatory co-op, so you have to play with someone else. You know, like, it's really interesting because you have to sit there and then play with another person to experience this narrative game, like this narrative co-op game, which is something that you don't really get a lot. And I can't think of any other game off the top of my head that is narrative driven, that's story driven, that's trying to be emotionally deep. Moving right along, Bioware is back. Bioware, they're back with a brand new IP. They've been working on this thing for a really long time. Apparently it's supposed to be like a shared world experience, which basically means it's going to be like a Destiny kind of clone. Hopefully it turns out good. Hopefully it is just a single player experience with like drop in, drop out co-op, kind of like the old Borderlands games. But they haven't showed a lot. This is really interesting for me because I'm an Xbox player, and they announced this partnership that they're going to show more of Anthem. That's the game. That's a new game from Bioware. They're going to show more of Anthem at Xbox's presentation on Sunday. So we'll see. Really cool part. All the Star Wars stuff was really fun, I thought. John Boyega making an appearance is really cool. The lead actress from the new Battlefront 2 game is really awesome. She seems really, really cool. But there's this thing with EA Play that I don't really like. It's just them including more like Let's Play kind of things on stage. And I'm not a huge fan of Let's Plays. I know some people are big into them. I think for the audience, for people watching these types of press conferences, it's probably not the best place to put like a shoutcaster or like people doing Let's Plays. And they did that here they did it for 30 minutes for like a full match. So Star Wars, good and a bad. Otherwise, stop doing Let's Plays at conferences. I don't want to see them. I don't know anyone else who wants to see them. Microsoft did this last year with the whole Sea of Thieves thing as well. All right, and that's it. So those were my takeaways from the EA press conference. If you want like a full, more in-depth analysis, you can visit youtube.com/Biabyte, where I talked with my good buddy Jeremy about the whole conference. Otherwise, you can follow me on Twitter. You can subscribe right there somewhere.